Niggas, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Ace Maceo, the Divine One. Today, tonight, we are back in the temple. Hold on, nigga. I gotta run it all back, nigga. I'm one warrior looking like this true shadow warrior right now. What's good with y'all, though? How y'all doing tonight? Today, nigga. Hold on, nigga. It's looking crazy, nigga. Good lord. Got that shit on max brightness. Hey, but nah, that's a spirit though. That's a spirit though on me. We gonna get into it. I'm gonna explain all of it. Shout out my boy Siri, the Prince of Darkness. Cause we finna get into it. All right, but let's run it. Niggas, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Ace Maceo, the Divine One. Today, tonight, we are back in the temple as Omnipron, as Ukiyo verse, as Divine Ones, agents, creators of reality. You see, in our last stream, we discussed, we laid the foundation for the LBA, the Lightbringers Association. In this stream, we take it further, but not to the. This is not part two just yet. See, I'm trying to find this balance between the energies, but as well as taming the dissipation of this knowledge. For me, I want this to fully be savored and understood in its true light. You feel me? I don't want none of this shit to get misconstrued. You feel me? I want to come through in a clear channel for me, but especially at this time. You feel me? And what I see coming down the pipeline. Oh boy, we're going into the chaos. We are going into the chaos, niggas. But you know, as always, we start the every show with the astrology, the numerology, and such. And even today, you feel me? It is June 28th, 2026. 6/28, 6/1, 28, 10, 1. That's 7 with 1. It's an 8-day universally, or if we go with the 28, that's that 10. That 28. So you say it's money day. It's money day. You feel me? 8 universally. You feel me? It's a good day for a money, right? You feel me? The moon is still in its waxing phase right now, where it's in its growth, as the full moon is tomorrow, the 29th. But in that, understand we're going to get into all this, decode all of this, but as well transcend all of this, because we also have Mercury Retrograde coming up tomorrow. For me, stationing officially going into retrograde. Right now it's in its shadow period. It's been for like the past like week and a half, 2 weeks. But tomorrow the real party begins. But as well, it's a full moon as well, so a lot of alignment tomorrow. We see a lot of alignment. But yeah, so where do we begin? Where do we begin? Do I even want to get into the astrology? Well, because it's another aspect of this show. We're not getting into just the astrology tonight. We're going beyond that. Because really it's about more so, are we going to let this astrology stop us, or are we going to use the current of the astrology, you feel me, to propel our magic, to propel our journey further, you feel me? That's what it's more so about. Not getting trapped into the cave, the fear mongering, the traditional perspectives and propagations of the astrological knowledge, you feel me, and what's going on. More so, I want to tell you how you can use it for your benefit, how you can use it magically, ritualistically, and even transcend it and come into your own sense of time, we can say, word to Siri. But as we go on, this is truly the spirit detective work, LBA agent work. Remember in the last stream I was telling you about the case files, right? Go tap in on the Patreon, become a free member, get access to this. But the first study, right? The first thing to investigate, right, on your journey is yourself, right? Is coming into your knowledge of self, the shadow work, you feel me? But the next stage of that, you feel me, is transcending all that, transcending all of those lower natures, all those traumas, all that past, all that residual, you feel me. And what it becomes for me into the next stage will be the agent, more so which we call you won't, like I said before, is your higher self, or your own agency. You feel me? You working for yourself, you creating your own reality. You feel me? You putting forth your own will. You feel me? Another form of this would be like a alter ego. In Ukiyo, we call this the mask, the various masks. Like spirits would be mask, right? The self would be a mask, right? But once you transcend yourself, right, you construct your own. You feel me? So like, even in the case of like myself, right, asmacia would be some nature shit. You feel me? It would be some lower level shit. You feel me? If I'm being honest. But if I really start moving on that omnipron, like how I'm moving right now, how I feel right now, I'm looking. This is omnipron. This is straight omnipron energy right here. You feel me? So, when you come into that these various states, right, aligning with various energies, or able to create your own, to where it changes your state, right? Like a very basic version of this is when you put on your favorite shirt, when you put on your favorite fit, how does it make you feel, right? When you just left the barbershop, you just got your hair cut, you feel me? I can't really talk about that, but you see what I'm saying? I remember back in the day. You feel me? So it makes you turn into this whole new person, gives you a whole new being and look. You feel me? It's that whole same concept. And really, that is magic. I mean, that is the very basis of that is one of the very basis foundations of it. For me, I'm gonna say everything is the basis foundation. Fuck around. But with that, you feel me? Creating your world, creating yourself, creating your swag. You feel me? Creating your own magic. You feel me? That is what this is about. You feel me? And then practicing such, but also incorporating all the knowledge, incorporating what you're learning, what you're studying, what you're being inspired by. You feel me? Seeing where it takes you, being led by it. You feel me? As guidance. You feel me? The seer we see. But now let me get into it though. Let me get into it. Let's get into this astrology though. I laid the foundation for the stream, but now let's cook. Let's cook. Do I have anything else? I think that's all the show. Okay. So the way I'm gonna do it this time around. You see this? We're gonna pull it like this. Right. Where's that presentation? Present full screen. There we go. Okay. So last stream I discussed to y'all about the astro theology, right? And how the calendar, right, is so many things are based on this. You feel me? The religion, you feel me? Like the Bible is coded in astrotheology and astrology. You feel me? But as well the holidays, the year. You feel me? Because Western astrology, as it's going through the seasons, right, they're playing on the energy, the directive, the nature and science of the sun. You feel me? As it goes through these phases, through the sky. You feel me? Or moves through these placements in the sky. In perspective to us, we'll say. Now, currently where we're at, right? Recently we had the summer solstice, the beginning of the zodiacal the tropical season of Cancer, right? And we already discussed Cancer in our previous backroom stream, right? And we're in this water energy. Still even still now, Mercury is still, as Mercury goes retrograde, is retrograding in Cancer, and it's going to be there for the whole of the summer. But as we're looking at the sun, right, especially today, with today being a Sunday, right, literally ruled by the sun, right, where is the sun going? You feel me? And I also explain the aspect of the Jason months, right, and how the Jason, June, July, August, September, October, November, right, how this is a ritualistic liminal space, you can say, phase of the year. You feel me? In the coded sense as the Jason months, where I was talking about how the horror months, I mean the horror movies always come out during the summer and such, or you have like Halloween once you get towards the end, Halloween and the Day of the Dead. Hear myself. You have Halloween and the Day of the Dead. But this is all talking about going into the subconscious, right? And facing one's own fears, you feel me? Working with the paranormal, going to the other side, you feel me? Going through this liminal space, this transition. I'm gonna say really going through the evolution of the year, of the self through the year. And as the sun descends, right, into the underworld, right? As the days start to as the days begin to get shorter, right? There's less light during the day. We pretty much go into the darkness. We go into the subconscious. You feel me? Go into our emotions. You feel me? Our spirit, our ancestry, so on, so forth. But especially now, though, because as I pull up this next aspect, right, as we start to get into the astrology of like right now, perfect time to like tap in with the ancestors, tap in with your subconscious, right? Really get to the root. You feel me? You'll see why I say that. But even in a kilophotic sense, right? Even in that, really get to your raw essence, one can say. Really bringing that out, especially as we get into this Jupiter going into Leo, right? The expansion of the self, the expansion of that fire, that soul, you feel me? That infernal energy. So on and so forth. But the reason I really brought up this astrology shit is because I'm trying to bring it up in the context of this channel, right? And the way I approach it originally was like, or the way I even come about producing content, or even magicness, is where I always trying to align things ritualistically, whether it be with the numerology, with the date, the astrology, so on and so forth, a full moon, new moon. I've been doing this since I did music, you feel me? It's how I always, just naturally. But what I've realized though, 11:44 on the clock, is that it has made me very that's 28, 11:44, restless, you can say, very on go, like I'm rushing to get things out, and I'm not able, or not producing at the highest craftsmanship, you could say, you feel me? And there's times where I do come out and are able to fit it in and get that at the times with that level of craftsmanship. But like I guess it's just various forms of content, you feel me? Various forms of art, you feel me? Like this form of video, this form of streaming, right? To me, this is just natural, but in a more, I guess, YouTube sense, right? It needs to be editing, adding a little bit more, so on and so forth. You could say, hey, if you know, you know, I'm at that point. Word. But then again, You have it back again, like back in the day with music, right? You either had to meet the quota of making a beat every day, or a certain amount of beats a week, right? Putting them out. Or do you go into the creative flow and let the divine just truly run through you? Whether it comes through all at once and it is just naturally consistent at that time, or it comes through in bursts and spurts. All. So with that, really, the nature of channeling, truly, this is with the nature of creation, right? It's two aspects. You have the sun, right? And how the sun, we see the sun showing up every day, right? But the real thing with the sun, beyond looking at the shit at a yearly perspective, if you look at the sun as the sun rises and sets every day. Get it in that perspective. Even in this, it rises and sets through the year. And what I'm saying is, it is not constant. You feel me? It's consistent. But it's always moving. You feel me? It's moving all around the world. You feel me? Which this is levels. This is levels coming through. Okay. It's the sun is moving all around the world. You feel me? So it's not staying in just one place. You feel me? It's moving through all these zodiacs. You feel me? Through all the energies. You feel me? It's immutable. So, this is reminding me back to when niggas had went to Atlanta last year with LBA Cool. We was tripping. And early in the trip, I was talking about this nigga Mercury, nigga Thoth coming through. He was like motion. Because it was all about a sense of the gnosis was all about about motion, right? And thoughts always being fluid, right? And the problem is people trying to hold on and attach on to these thoughts or to various things. You feel me? Not letting them run their course or run through them. So on, so how they so need to be. You feel me? Because the true channeler, the true mystic, well, not even in a mystic, but more so the channeler, right? When it comes to doing our work, when it comes to creating, it is about that creative flow, that creative channel. You feel me? And then from there, just expressing it, getting it out. You feel me? And what I see now today is that the channel will be there, right? But there's this extra layer of creative production nowadays. Before, it was the idea just came to you, had a song, you could write it down, go to the studio, record it, so on and so forth, right? You just put the album out. Feel me? Then you start thinking about, we gotta start marketing. We gotta start doing all these TikToks. We gotta start doing music. Not have to do music video, more so the extra layer on top. You feel me? Like in my case, even in a YouTuber sense. First, I get these ideas, got down into my notes, into the journal for my own sake. You feel me? And then from the expanded, you feel me? It's making this presentation, setting up the video, recording the video, editing the video. You feel me? Putting the video out. You feel me? Then after that, clipping the video, getting the shorts out. You feel me? And you're probably like, what's all the whole purpose of this? You feel me? It's bringing the light. That's simple, bringing the light. Getting this information to you, niggas. So niggas can understand, so it helps them expand their book. But damn, I feel like I'm fucking rambling, no cap. I do feel like I'm rambling. Cause I'm low-key just talking. But we gonna continue. Anything on astral theology, nigga. The point being, nigga. do not let these holidays, do not let the, because this is for the magicians, really. Things I might not understand this, but because there is a lot of energy in doing it that fashion and doing it in a planetary, an astrological, watch, there is power in it, right? But it can limit you in the sense of, if you miss a day, if you are waiting for a certain day, right? Waiting for a certain time, specific time, right? And this is really just the Virgo, the perfectionist in me that curates that. The Paimonicness in me curating that. But really, for me, you go beyond that. You feel me? If you are the sun and you travel, you're the moon, so on and so forth. You take on the energy. You command the energy. You feel me? At any time, do as thou wilt. You feel me? Peace, Zero. What's good with you? I see you. What's happening? But so yeah. Where do we go from there? Just to let y'all know, I'm probably gonna come once a month with this astrology shit. Just to have just some type of grounding. You feel me? Just to have some type of balance. You feel me? Because the key is not getting. This is the trap. This is truly the trap. Getting stuck in one lane of thought. You feel me? And that's what I was pretty much getting at in my rambling. But getting stuck in one train of thought it's all about this evolution, seeing all sides, broadening your perspective. You feel me? Take what works for you in whatever moment. But of course, do have a foundation of grounding, right? So you do have some sense, right? But forgot where I was going, bro. I'm keep going. Where we at? So, damn, tomorrow is crazy. So June 29th, Jupiter tropically enters Leo. There's a full moon in. This is the chart for today. But by tomorrow, this moon will be in Capricorn, tropically. In sidereal, it'll be Sagittarius. And then we have Mercury down here going retrograde in Cancer. So that's the astrology we have coming up. Then coming up on July 4th, we have this Mars going to be conjunct with Uranus, which is a historical aspect. What was it like? The French Revolution, Revolution, or the Revolutionary War? The bombs on Nagasaki were dropped when Mars in conjunct with Uranus. So, and then it's July 4th. So, and then if you look at the news shit that's going on, as well as the pre-programming from that disclosure day, which I didn't even discuss. Zero had asked me last stream about it. What was up with disclosure day? I didn't even discuss the pre-programming because in the film, it's World War III. Right. So during the middle of World War III, during the middle of that, they come out with the aliens to subsidize that, I guess you could say. I don't think subsidize is the right word, but it may. Beyond. Hold on, what's bro saying? In true sky astrology, Mercury is retrograding in Gemini as seen with the naked eye in natural sky. Sidereal. That would be sidereal, of course. I see the vision. A good time for going backward and the veil things in the psyche, of course. Oh, we're gonna get to Mercury. Once I pull up this image of Mercury, I'm going straight Mercury focus. You feel me? I'll show y'all some magic. While I'm here, will they come up with aliens at this time? Hey, they already did, but but I think it's gonna get a little wild. I think it's gonna get a little interesting. Especially because motherfuckers just started the war back up. That shit was so crazy. But let me tell y'all about Mercury retrograde. Let me tell you about this motherfucker Mercury. Let me tell you about this nigga Mercury. You feel me? So, like bro said, Mercury retrograde. It's a good time for going backward and unveiling some things in the psyche. It's good for reorganizing some things. It is not a good time. They say not to. It's not a good time to start new things, right? Start new projects, start new relationships, so on and so forth. Because as Mercury is going backwards, Mercury as the planet of communications, of the mind, in a sense, things can be misconstrued, miscommunicated, scammy, trickster-like. Because see, the thing with Mercury, Mercury and all the planets are neutral. They have positive and shadow aspects. Right. So, with Mercury going retrograde, it's also like a double Mercury energy. It's like a overdrive of Mercurian energy. That's what's creating this. That's where it creates these technological problems, these problems in the communications and so on and so forth. Do not be shocked tomorrow if the market goes red, or following after tomorrow, the market starts to crypto already right now. It's bad. You feel me? But even in that, right? Understand. People can say you can either believe in Mercury retrograde or not. I say let it show you. You feel me? And really, it shall show you. It will show you. Take that how you want it. How do you use the Mercury energy for your benefit? For starters, before I give y'all what happened to me, you can use the Mercurian energy for magic. Use the Mercurian energy because Mercury is the planet of magic, Thoth, the god of magic. Feel me? Then as well, hold on. In Vedic astrology, it said when a planet is retrograde, they give multiple results. Of course. See, yes, I see that. That makes sense. See, to me, naturally, that's part of spirit. How I look at it, because to me, naturally, the planets all just naturally give multiple results, but in a retrograde sense, especially. You feel me? So where was that? So I was talking about you can use Mercury for magic. You can use Mercury for studying. You can use Mercury for learning, right? So you can learn things at this time. Like I said, going back and looking back over things, reorganizing things, right? Doing a redo on things. You feel me? Give it that second polish. You feel me? Refining. I can see. Right. Now, on the other end, before we take this into the Mercurian study, the Hermes study, here's my experience with Mercury retrograde recently. Now, I've lived through many Mercury retrogrades. For me, niggas 23, coming up on 24 in a couple months, right? Virgo, ruled by Mercury, right? Tell me why. So anytime Mercury retrograde comes around, couple things may happen. Something's with the car. It's either something with the car is going to need to get worked on. Something with the technology, something with the PC, right? So every Mercury retrograde, what I make sure I do is make sure everything with the car is straight. Make sure all the files are secure, right? Backed up, right? Then you have the money, right? Because Mercury is also money, literally. As we'll get into the study, you'll see. The other day it was Friday, right? The night before, I'm talking to Siri. I'm like, hey, let's do this thing. I'll expand later. The next day comes. It's the hour of Jupiter. I'm like, this is the perfect time to get back into the markets because I know exactly what's about to happen. I've been on the charts. I know exactly what's about to play out, especially how they send it up. So I'm like, all right, let me get back into my trading bag. Feel me? Not even thinking about the depth and the level of context to what all was coming through spiritually at the time, because now I understand it. I'm trying to move money from one account to another. This is the simple part. Because it's crypto, and because the way crypto works, crypto has all these various networks, right? So if you send it to the wrong network, right, you can have the right wallet address, but if you send it to the wrong network, the money's practically gone, right? Boy, they got me. They got me. And this is the experience of this, because I already told y'all about what when I called on that angel, right? And that experience, right? And how the market did what it did. This wasn't even the market. This was just the technology. You feel me? And whereas before that shit had brought me to tears, this time I just looked at that shit with pure stone face. Nigga. Just a lot of sighs. A lot of just a lot of divine sighs. At first I had to just laugh. I had to laugh that shit though. That's how I knew it was Mercury though. Because when that shit initially happened, I was fucking laughing because I was like, ain't no fucking way. Even now that shit's still funny. Because it's like, hey, Mercury got it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm saying that's all I can say. Mercury got it. But where does this take this? Where does this take us, right? Because every misdirection, every failure, every door closing is protection, is another path opening, is another form of guidance, right? And what I'm seeing is it's taking me into this different mental space, because what I realized was my whole concept of the whole concept of me, or the whole concept of what I'm trying to do had became the markets. You feel me? In a sense, beyond the video shit is more so me day to day. You feel me? And where I'll be trying to head now. Really, for me, how what I see the reconfiguration doing is making it so more so in the creative space, more so not letting the matrix create my path. You feel me? More so letting myself create my own path. You feel me? Not letting what may be a path said before, right? A method, quote unquote, right? more so get into a creating your own business, creating your own way. You feel me? This is the real left-hand path. You feel me? Essence of it. Let me see what y'all talking about though. So I can. True astrology uses irregular signs that are not 30 degrees each. It's different from standard sidereal astrology. If you haven't heard of it, I encourage you to look it up. Hey, when the time comes. But I get it. I get it. I'm not about to have the various astrologies debate. You feel me? But this is another Mercurian trick. Another Mercurian trick. It's refinement for better and better reality alignment. Exactly. Truly that reality alignment. What reality do you align with? That is really meant for you. You feel me? But like, while I'm on this though, that's another Mercurian trick. You feel me? I do understand true astrology. I get it. I get it. But I'm saying there's truth in all these various forms of astrology and all these different spiritual systems. You feel me? You got sidereal, you got your tropical, I get it. You got your placidus, you got your whole sign, so on and so forth. Irregular, you got your draconic. It's all these different forms of astrology. They're all talking about different layers and degrees of astrology. You feel me? Just how you apply it in the context of where you are. You feel me? How you gonna use it? You feel me? Because we can debate and argue and communicate about knowledge and data. You feel me? Or we can actually apply it. That's my thing. You feel me? If we're not applying it, what are we doing? You feel me? Because when it gets to application, they actually end up going into the same direction. You feel me? So that's my poor part on that. You feel me? Like even the fact that go into the exact dates of astrology. Any astrological date has a 3-day, 4-day window. You feel me? So you have the day before, the day of, and the day after. You feel me? And if it's a major planet, you feel me? You have the whole time after for it to manifest. You feel me? You just have the initiations. You feel me? During that time. You feel me? And not even get to explaining the pre-shadow period when it's coming up to it. You feel me? So that's why I'm like, bro. That's why I'm like, the whole thing with astrology is a box. Is a cave. You feel me? The whole shit with it. That's why I'm done with it. Feel me? That's why I was like, I'll do it once a month. They give a little decode on it. But I'll show you how to expand it, to take it to the magic. But it's really a box though. Truly. I think everything is connected. You only use the one that fits you better, because at the end, nothing is true. Everything is permitted. The only true is nothing, and that is everything. See? Exactly. Let me say that again. My man Zero said, I think everything is connected. You only use the one that fits you better, because at the end, nothing is true. Everything is permitted. The only true is nothing, and that is everything. And he says, I prefer Vedic astrology because I always study Eastern magic, and that makes sense. If you're studying Eastern magic, that makes sense to use Vedic astrology. You feel me? Hey, I get it, bringing light to it, but hey, we're bringing light to all the systems. You feel me? There's so many various forms. You feel me? So many different systems. For me, I want to cover them all, but I don't want niggas to get lost in this shit. For me, because I'll be sitting here 2 hours trying to talk about all decode all the astrology. You feel me? Like, that's what I was talking about. Like, if I do like if I'm doing like a reading for someone, right, astrology reading, I will look at multiple systems, right? I'll look at the tropical, the sidereal, right? Then I'll probably look at their draconic. You feel me? I look at their nakshatras. You feel me? And it's all talking about different layers and degrees. There's a lot of power in this, especially when you start getting into the nakshatras and the deities. Oh yeah, get to cooking. But anything else on Mercury, right? Because I was talking about when it happened. Most people. But y'all see it. Y'all see it though. That's all I'm gonna do is the study of the Mercury itself. So Mercury itself is like ABCD changes. And hey, when that nigga said you can't say the ABCs backwards. That shit is forever, bro. That shit is forever funny. Alright, so as always, y'all know, Encyclopedia of Spirits. Can't go wrong. Mercury, page 709. That's 16. That's 7. Okay. I see. Mercury. Mercury is a trickster spirit who is happy to masquerade as other spirits. That's the mask. Long ago, the Italian deity Mercury was syncretized to Greek Hermes. The two are now virtually indistinguishable, but they are not the same spirit. Mercury is urban, while the roots of Hermes lie in the rustic countryside. Hermes has a broader base of interest, while Mercury is a spirit of money, finances, and prosperity. His name is related to words like merchants, merchandise, or commerce, as well as mercenary, a soldier of fortune. So Mercury literally is money by etymological standards. You feel me? In Rome, Mercury was most closely associated with commerce. So this is why I say the markets, right? Because if Mercury's gonna go retrograde the day of a full moon, because after the full moon, the moon is now going to be waning, losing that light. Yeah, I see some red in the markets. This is not financial advice. This may derive from identification. In Celtic areas where he was very beloved, he was also associated with prosperity, fertility, and healing. This may derive from identification with local Celtic deities or with Hermes. I see. Make sure I'm still watching the chat. But no, I'm definitely gonna tap into the true sky astrology. You said mastering the zodiac has a good calculator. Okay. Definitely gonna tap in. Because see, what the way I look at it is, if you open up the if you open up the night sky app on your phone, and I look up in the sky and I see whatever sign that planet is in, that's what we working with. It's simple. That's how simple it is. For me, that's how the ancients did it. You feel me? So it wasn't doing it based on these math calculations and such. Or maybe they were. Face says. As we go on, he had no official consort in Rome, but in Celtic regions, Mercury was paired with various Gaulish goddesses, especially Rosmerta, following the advent of Christianity. His roles in many shrines were reassigned to Archangel Michael. That's crazy. Go watch that Michael decode. Michael was a sidereal Leo, but tropically a Virgo. So he would be ruled by Mercury in a sense. But that's very interesting. The Archangel Michael, I see. Very interesting. Being first to the sun. I can see how he would get burned. Hey. Okay, shout out. So, the darkness. In Roman influenced Teutonic regions, the name Mercurius was applied to Odin, possibly because of physical resemblances. Hey, watch that Odin decode. That's another good one. Both deities traditionally dress as travelers. See the glossary entry for identification. This is well documented beginning in the 5th century CE and continuing to the High Middle Ages. For example, 12th century historian Geoffrey or Monmouth writes explicitly of the identification of the two deities. Mercury assumed Odin's associations with magic and occultism, not present in his original Italian form. See, this is where we're going to have to go into the Thoth decode. I'm going to pull up Thoth right after this. I was going to go to Hermes. Actually, no, we're going to go Mercury, Hermes, Thoth. You feel me? Because we got to get it right. We got to get it right. Not present in the original Italian form. Alternatively, Odin's true nature peeks out from behind the mask of Mercury. By the medieval era, Mercury was profoundly associated with alchemy and ceremonial magic, and he remains today. You feel me? While I'm here, let me just say, this is not me appropriating the deities, right? I want to say this is more so understand the actual evolution and the channel of these spirits, you feel me, through time, because they do evolve, you feel me, as they show up in various cultures in various times, you feel me. So as though their name shall as well. So that's all that is. Because do not get lost in all this knowledge, data, and information, please, and these quote unquote facts. Do not. See the patterns, the alignment, you feel me? Understand the go read some Joseph Campbell. That's what I'll say. Go read some Joseph Campbell. Go watch some Bobby Hemmett. Understand the syncretism. It's by Santos Bonacci. Mercury is a generous spirit, but his while I'm here, Mercury is profoundly associated with alchemy and ceremonial magic as he remains today. So that's what I was saying during this Mercury retrograde. Tapping. This is the time. Tapping on the Patreon. We got that TXO2. We got the tutorials, and we still flushing it. I got some more to add up on there. Feel me? A lot more up there. By the end of Mercury retrograde, y'all will have the sigils. Y'all will have the sigils. There's a lot of sigils. I'm making sure that's a for sure. Now that I'm saying it, I have to do it. But the sigils will be up on Patreon by the end of Mercury retrograde. And as well, I'm gonna add some more things to TXO2 just to flesh out the practice a little bit more. So it's gonna be more well-rounded. We're gonna cover all grounds, you could say, and just have that there so you can have the reference. But then once you get into your own practice, or if you already know, I just like giving y'all the sauce. It's like giving y'all the real cooks. You feel me? Mercury is a generous spirit, but his temperament is mercurial. He loves practical jokes and word games. The trickster, the wordplay. Always be exceptionally careful how you phrase petitions to him, paying close attention to nuance and implication, lest he give you what you accidentally asked for rather than lest he give you what you accidentally asked for rather than what he knows very well that you desire. He knows very well that you desire. Let's just say rather than what he knows very well that which what you desire. Mercury. Fucking language. The English language. But yeah, so while here, so like writing petitions, that's another thing I'll be adding to the Patreon. But the thing with that is, right, be very careful how you do write various spells, various petitions, because the way it can manifest, the way you write various intentions, the way you phrase various intentions for affirmations or sigils, right, can be very powerful or very, very funny. That's what I can put it, where all you can say is see after seeing that shit. But for the most part, right, if you, especially building up your practice, building up your belief, building up your will, right, your power, your manifestation ability, the powers grow. You feel me? Especially upon your practice, how you work with various spirits, the things that come through. You feel me? Thus, develop and evolve. Now, the thing with this is though, like, right, it's not necessarily hard. It's just more so really you know the stories of this is where we get to like the ancient like literature, old literature, where they'll make this deal with this demon, or they'll make this deal with whoever it may be, right? And because of the semantics, because of the layers of language, right, be it metaphorically or literally, keep in mind, be it metaphorically or literally, right, and by any means, right. So this is where it gets into the being specific or being open-ended. The way it can manifest can either be exactly as you desire. It can be what you wanted but not as you expected. It can be what you wanted not as you expected but not how you wanted it at all. You feel me? It's where it changes your whole fucking concept of the manifestation. You feel me? Oh yeah, when you experience that one, oh my gosh. that should change you. When you get that manifestation of what you want, but it don't come through how you wanted it, and it's like, oh no. Hey, that one does it, man. That one does it. You realize, oh, it's a lot more to this. It's a lot more to this. And that's the thing with manifestation, with magic, is that yes, we can manifest, we can do all these things, right? But there's a lot more to it. It's a little bit more complex than you may think. Understand, we're dealing with the realms of the unknown, the unseen, the full scope of how it may manifest. You feel me? Is not perceivable, although you do have control in it to an extent. You have a lot of agency actually as well. You feel me? So you can manifest the exact scene. You feel me? The end result, and end up in that exact end result. That space in between, hey. But nah, let me not fuck around though, because a lot of times shit be coming through. Shit does come through smooth a lot of times. You feel me? Something can come through swift. It come through chaos. The magic has a lot of range. You feel me? Especially in the manner that you do it, whether you're doing it with your ancestors, whether you do it various through the spirits, through the Waisha, whether you're doing it through your own spell work, your own will and power. You feel me? High magic, low magic, astral, so on and so forth. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can come through. You feel me? But what the true essence of it, or the true basis foundation, truly though, is being the magician. For me, having that magical mindset, being that at almost at all times, I'd say. You feel me? But keeping that consistent, have that be your sun, I'll say. Let me go on. Always be exceptionally careful how you phrase petitions to him, paying close attention to nuance and implication. Oh yeah, I read that. Mercury has quicksilver intelligence and wit. He is easily bored. Keep him entertained and he'll be more likely to keep you happy, healthy, and prosperous. Although Mercury patronizes the dishonest, he may also be invoked to protect against them. Okay. I see. Favored people: merchants, perjurers, forgers, counterfeiters, alchemists, astrologers, ceremonial magicians, as well as those born under the zodiac signs Gemini and Virgo. People born when the planet Mercury was retrograde. So people about to be born through the next 21 days, you feel me? Regardless of sun sign, are also Mercury's special children. Manifestation: he wears a traveler's cloak and either a broad-brimmed traveler's hat or a winged cap. He went native in Gaul and is depicted wearing a torque, sometimes in Gaul. His hat, is placed about horns and it resembles Cernunnos. Okay, I get that. That's the that's the Mercury gnosis, nigga. Because the horns, right? Mercury, the glyph of Mercury has the horns, right? And then you have Loki, quintessential Mercurian spirit. It's probably gonna do a decode on him coming up just for the Mercury retrograde. That's my offering, you could say. But give y'all some of that gnosis that came through with him. You feel me? But Loki, hey, he got it. But the horns, right? The horns is what this is all about. Feel me? Because Loki has those horns. And what those horns are talking about is a psychic connection. You feel me? It's talking about having a connection to the higher realms, to the spirit, to psychic abilities, telepathic thought, so on and so forth. All the superpowers of the mind. You feel me? That's what the Mercury energy is. So with that, knowing this information with Mercury retrograde, now we cook, isn't it? You feel me? Do some rites to Mercury, or with the Mercurian energy, awaken our own psychic mental abilities, right? Dreaming abilities, right? Astral traveling abilities. You see where we're going with this? You see. But yes. So like one thing you can do, right? I think I discussed this in the older video, but I was like, when you're doing your meditation, right? And I'll say, do the first rite first. And the first rite is the white void with a middle pillar. And then you put on your astral attire in this white void, you could say. When you're a part of your astral attire, you want to incorporate the elements of shape-shifting, right? Or if not shape-shifting, the attire itself. So thus, you could have this hat with the horns, or the horns themselves, you feel me? And apply that, and then when you're in the astrals, when you're in your meditation space, in your journeys, watch the power buffs. Best way I can put it simply. As we go on, Mercury is a popular subject of ancient as well as Renaissance art. He may be the inspiration of the Magician tarot card, which may be used to represent him. See, Caduceus, the staff with two twin serpents. The Caduceus is what you see on every single hospital. Every single hospital ambulance has the Caduceus. You feel me? Because it's the healing energy, the Mercurian healer. You feel me? That is, you want to know about real magic in the real practical world? Doctors, pharmaceutical companies. Understand the ancient witch was cooking up with all these herbs. That's the same thing these doctors doing with these drugs. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it. The drugs are some Mercurian shit. But even the hospital, that's some Mercurian. You feel me? Definitely a obvious liminal space, you could say. But let me go on. I don't know why this doesn't have I think it's with Hermes though. Mercury is psychopomp. Psychopomp being guides you through death. Guide you in the elements and realms of death. Attributes: money bag. In Gaul, he sometimes has a drawn sword, indicating that he is aggressively guards devotees' finances. Okay. Creatures: rooster, tortoise. Day: Wednesday. Okay. Mercedes. Oh, in French, Mercredi. Interesting. Let me find out Mercedes. The car. I definitely get it with the 3. I definitely get it with the logo being some Mercury, and I definitely can see that. Interesting. Just thinking out loud. Date: May 15th, the festival of the Mercurialia. Planet Mercury, of course. Metals: quicksilver, mercury, and zinc. Plants: dogs, mercury, and other members of the potentially dangerous Mercurialis plant family, also known as the Spurge family. Mercury also rules kitchen herbs like anise, dill, and fennel. So that's low magic. That's the hoodoo. Shit, that's the spell word. All right there. The kitchen herbs. Show you do this magic. All you need to do is go to Dollars. So you can go to the dollar store. You really don't even go to the dollar. You can go to the kitchen right now. Grab any candle. You can do a spell right now, my niggas. Simple. Spirit ally Neptune. Together they support the maritime trade. Okay, I see that. I get it. Makes sense. Neptune dealing with the oceans. I don't know why I get Uranus more. I get Uranus more as a Mercurian energy, but that's probably me just tweaking out. Because Uranus does have the Saturn aspect, but to me, in my I just see Uranus having a Mercurian. But that's probably just me picking up on that Uranus and Gemini energy right now. Sacred site: his temple on the Aventine Hill, dedicated in 495 BC, is associated with the formation of the Brotherhood of Merchants. Okay. Alright, yeah, we're gonna look at Hermes and Thoth here in a second. But for now, I need to go run to the rush here real quick. Let y'all hear this meditation music go within real quick. Tap in with my boy Mercury. You can scry into the planetary glyph of Mercury. Pull up any image of Hermes or Thoth and just meditate. Archangel Gabriel over here. Hold on. A, B, C, D, H, I, J, K, A, B, C, D, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Alright, there we go. Alright. I will be right back, niggas. see what chat talking about. Damn. Damn. Oh man, okay. So while I was in the intermission, I know. I was like, damn. Niggas like, where this nigga go? Nigga off like 10 minutes. Hey, the party continues, nigga. Party continues. I know niggas gonna come back. They gonna be like, I thought it was over. Nah, you will have to come back and watch this in the future. This shit is timeless. Real talk. So while I'm here, let's not get. So I'm trying to decide: do I keep going with these deity studies while I'm here, or do I keep going with the rest of the life? Because there is a little bit more to get into. You feel me? And I'm not trying to get stuck into the Mercurian trap. Because we'll be here sitting talking all fucking night, all afternoon. You feel me? But I know if I do get it out the done, I won't ever have to do this shit again. But at the same, but in that though, like, I'm also going to try to pull and extract the most out of this. But really bring y'all to the actually, let me just continue with the further context of the astrology, because that will explain and bring it into why I'm gonna keep going with deity study. You feel me? That's how I do it. That's how you do it. So, because understand where we're at. Understand where we at. We are in. Oh no. Oh no. We're cooked. Hey. How the fuck do I pull this one off, nigga? We're cooked. Yeah. I can't see my taskbar. Let me do it's crazy. I mean, see, this is Mercury Retrograde, the epitome. This is the epitome of Mercury Retrograde. You can't make this shit up. Nigga, the only way I'm able to use my computer right now is through this. Bro, this is crazy. That is fucking nasty work. There we go. Oh my gosh, that was nasty work. Oh my gosh. Nigga got it, bro. Holy shit. Bro, that nigga got it, bro. That nigga Mercury got it, bro. At least I figured it out this time. Usually I would have to end the stream. But hey. Alright. So the context. The full moon. Alright, the full moon tomorrow. Right. It's in a weird spot. I don't even gonna say weird spots, but because the moon moves so fast, right? At the beginning of the day, it'll be in one nakshatra, and at the end of the day, it'll be in another nakshatra, right? So it will be in Sagittarius, sidereally, and then tropically, it'll be in Capricorn, right? But it's gonna be moving between Mula to, what is it, Purva? Is it Purva Ashada? Purva Ashada Nakshatra? Or I think it's gonna be in Purva Ashada and it's moving to the next one after that. But I know right now for sure we're in Mula. Oh no, we're in Jyeshta right now. And Jyeshta, currently we are in the ruled by the planet Mercury. Right. Can't make this shit up. It's symbolized by a circular amulet or umbrella, and it represents seniority, authority, protective power, and the wisdom earned through life's transformative crises. Okay. The the shadow gnosis. Excuse me. The shadow gnosis. This is, you see, this app. This planets of today. Then tomorrow, the 29th, it'll be in Mula Nakshatra. Mula Nakshatra is ruled by Ketu, symbolized by the bundle of tidal roots. It is deeply associated with truth-seeking, karmic transformation, and getting to the root of existence. Its ruling deity is Nariti, the goddess of dissolution, destruction, and chaos. For my Vedic Negus of Zero still in the chat, let me know if my memory still connect. Is that Kali connections? Show me, is this a? Let me see about Nariti while we're here. Some live research. It's a Hindu deity who personifies death, decay, and sorrow and cosmic disorder. She's evolved from a feared dark Vedic goddess who lived in the kingdom of the dead. I'm trying to see. Posted with Yama. Let's see, associated with righteousness and thus the mother of personified fears. She's associated with Adharma, unrighteousness, and is the mother of personified fears, fear, great fear, and death. Personified, I see, okay. Word means decay or separation. Essentially, it signifies lawlessness or the absence of cosmic order. This is a true left-hand path deity if I've ever seen it. True left-hand path deity. Unlike Yama, the judge and the ruler of the dead, Nariti represents entropy and the inevitable unraveling of things. In the Vedas, priests invoked her only to keep her at bay and pacify her to protect their rituals and families from misfortune. Over time, her attributes merged with or were taken over by the fierce Hindu goddesses like Kali or Lakshmi. Oh, she ancient. Okay. But y'all see, for the 29th, where the moon will be the Mula. And then the day after is going to be in Purva Ashada. Known as the Star of Invincibility, is ruled by Venus and governed by Apis, the goddess of cosmic waters. Natives are known for their optimism, resilience, and captivating charm. See, this is more personal. Known as the undefeated or early victory star, symbolizing intense confidence, charisma, and purification. Ruled by Venus. Alright, so this would be like a light bringer, Paimonic parade energy. It combines artistic refinement of Jupiter rules Sagittarius philosophy, often bringing early life success, strong persuasive skills, and a winnowing ability to separate essential truths. I'm pretty sure I got this placement somewhere. And I say that because of the ability to separate essential truths. Because they're all truths. They're all truths. Make sure what is winning with that. Average measure to separate heavy grain. Oh yeah, I see. I may be tweaking. But this is Sagittarius though. I think I got Sagittarius. Our niggas got Sagittarius placements. Y'all might have these. Y'all might have some connections over here with this. So yeah, that's just the simple way though. So yeah, if you have any Sagittarius placements, this is a time. The study of origin, getting to the source, procreation and passion, investigation and research, gathering knowledge, secrets, bundling, binding, or agricultural construction. Definitely the foundation. I need to definitely study the nakshatras more because I want to understand like how the zodiacs have like a story or a context. The nakshatras have a context. You feel me? And the moon especially with it, because the moon is the guiding factor in Vedic. So I definitely need to study it more. But this is that. So prior to Mercury Retrograde, diving back into that more, investigating, researching the nakshatras. You feel me? But as well, where we're getting into the context of this stream, right, is the fact of the study of origin, getting to the source. You feel me? And that's what I was talking about earlier about the magic, getting to the foundation of the magic. In my case, right, one of the first spirits I ever worked with, my nigga Thoth, my nigga Mercury. You feel me? He's one of the OGs. You feel me? The OG. The god of magic himself. How do you not start magic? By not going to the god of magic. Simple. Any of the gods of magic. You feel me? See about all of them. You feel me? Shout out them boys. And ladies. You feel me? Goddesses of witchcraft. But in that, feel me? Here, that's why I'm gonna go in here and do these Hermes in this Thoth decode, because by understanding these deities, by understanding their energy, right, it gives you a foundation to prepare you for them to come through and guide you through your own research and development of their practices, gnosis and knowledge. You feel me? Because they are the ones teaching and guiding us, truly, hands-on. Especially when you go to them, go talk to them. They will come through. Maybe not the first time, but they will. You feel me? Once you initiate yourself into this, live it, be it, that communication is constant. But here, let's go into Hermes. Before Hermes was the winged messenger of Mount Olympus, he was a virile, rustic, and pastoral spirit, residing over fertility of women and livestock. Hermes was among the best loved of all Olympian spirits. He is the lord of animal husbandry, as well as language, communication, trade, travel, and divination. Okay. Hermes' specialty is claromancy, originally divination using small pebbles, which eventually evolved into dice. The dice dealer lord, the black moon lord. Tap in. He is the trickster lord of the crossroads, spirit of luck, and patron of gamblers, especially with those who play with dice. Hermes protects thieves and also protects against them. He may be invoked for the gift of gab, business success, and true omens. He is the lord of cunning and mother wit. Hey, spot on. Now, what I will tell you, this is in line with like Thoth, or just the Mercurian energy in general. You feel me? Dealing with any Mercurian spirit. The omens, like the symbols they'll sign you, the communications. Yo, let me make sure y'all niggas can hear me. It gets crazy. It gets crazy sometimes. But as well, the channeling, right? Because another thing with Mercury, I got from like the Papa Legba, when we did the Papa Legba decode. Y'all can go on the Patreon for that one. Talking about the sense of possession, right? Becoming possessed, getting into this channeling state, right? Like, how is Bobby Hemmett doing the 4-hour, 5-hour lectures non-stop? Nigga, no bathroom breaks, nigga. No breaks at all. I was like, hey, 4 hours, 5 hours, non-stop. I'm like, hey, my man's got it. You feel me? That just truly being in that channeling state, you feel me? But panic too, you feel me? Had that ability. Just being in that deep state of focus, you feel me? And this is just simply the flow state, and it's not just with the lectures. It goes into shit, athletes in sports, musicians being in a studio. You feel me? Goes on. Hermes is a shaman. He travels between realms, hence his eventual role as Zeus's messenger. He is a psychopomp who conveys the souls of the dead to Hades. That's the psychopomp which I was talking about earlier. Sacrifices were made to Hermes on the final day of Greek festivals of the dead to ensure that he would escort the dead souls back to Hades. If a ghost refuses to vacate your premises, Hermes may be asked to count them to a more appropriate place. Just be careful. Hermes is not violent or particularly aggressive, but he does enjoy playing tricks and the periodic practical joke. He will be troublesome spirit for those lacking humor and humility. Yeah. you gotta have some humor, right? Because it was not necessarily a thing of him trying to fuck you up or trying to stop you. It's more so a dive into the chaos, the unpredictability. But you will get to where you're going, but it may be some bumps in the road. You feel me? Type of ordeal. Hermes killed Hero's guardian Argus by boring him to death. After he put him to sleep, Hermes touched the guard with his staff to kill him. He is sometimes considered the patron of euthanasia, the gentle death. Hermes prowls around at night, bringing dreams. You can request that he deliver prophetic dreams, or that he provide relief from nightmares. See, so Mercury is the true dream planet. That goes along with that Neptune association. I see. Hermes as divine child wears sandals and carries a staff. His image closely resembles that of the Holy Child of Atocha. Post-Christianity, many of Hermes' functions were assigned to Michael Archangel. Many of Hermes' functions were assigned to Michael Archangel. Hermes was born in a cave to the goddess Maya. Zeus is his father. He makes his home in Mycone, Poppy Town. Hermes is associated with birth, death, and sex. Although now often portrayed as androgynous, Hermes was originally a very virile phallic deity. Tap in with that Pan decode. You will see Hermes. You will see the Mercurian, ancient Mercurian influence. You feel me? Especially with the androgynous. That's the bafflement symbolism. The Greek-born Italian goddess Carmenta may be his official wife. Hermes is credited with many inventions, including the musical scale, the alphabet, boxing, gymnastics, weights, measures, and olive culture. This is the technology, the mind. Athena may have brought the olive tree, but Hermes taught people how to process the fruit in oil. Sounds very Azalian. It sounds very Azalian if you ask me. Azazel decode coming soon as well. That one is coming soon. Not today. But you'll see why we definitely have to do that Azazel decode soon. You'll see why at the end of the stream. Stick with us. Favored people: merchants, gamblers, travelers, thieves, but only if they're not violent. He likes clever, tricky thieves, not thugs or muddlers. Those who live by their wits, boxers. I see. Manifestation: Hermes traditionally wears a traveler's broad-brimmed hat and sandals. That's my boy Luffy. That's my boy Luffy. Iconography: Hermes has been through many traditions. His most ancient images portray him in the form of an erect phallus. He is represented by a cairn of stones. Statues called herms were used to portray him: tall rectangular pillars displaying his head on top, his erect penis sticking out. Herms were placed at crossroads. Women seeking fertility would petition Hermes at a herm, placing flower garlands around his neck or elsewhere. Hermes was then envisioned as a robust man carrying a lamb around his shoulders. Finally, he portrayed in a form most familiar today: a winged, sandaled, androgynous messenger. Attribute: Caduceus, as explained earlier. Spirit allies: his mother Maya, Pan, the nymphs. Shout out the nymphs. Shout out the Nanineas. Sacred sites: Hermes is a extremely unpretentious spirit. He is among the Greek spirits least often honored with formal temples, and said he is present at crossroads and in wild nature. Invoke his presence or summon him by erecting a herm or carnal stones, especially at a four-way crossroads. And that's Papa Legba coded, nigga. At the crossroads, they got it. Sacred animals: dog, tortoise, snake, tree, palm. Vegas, West Coast, Los Angeles, Archangel Michael. Let's see. Number 4, offerings: cakes, honey, olives, goat or sheep's cheese, wine, water, incense. Yeah, man, the magic is the magic. Shout out to magic, man. That's all I can say to that. Shout out to magic, bro. I see the honey rights now. I see the honey rights. I see. We are now going to shout out Janice. Now we are going to Thoth. I want you to understand, this is essential information, man. Essential foundations. The study is just the beginning. Because once you understand their energy, what they look like, their codes, take that into the astrals. Hey. Take that into your life experience. Hey. Shout out Pele. The word ST. King Solomon. Hey. I forgot they got the 7. Hey. Do we just pull it out today? Fuck it, we might as well. Fuck it, we right here. I see where we at. We're gonna come back around. Hey, LBA crew, I hope you still in the building, nigga. Cause nah, bro, I'm really giving y'all the full foundation, like niggas real, like the journey, man, and the spiritual practice. Because going over Thoth, going over the Mercury energy, but then I'm gonna take y'all to the magic, the Goetia, the other foundation. Cause that's when the shit took it to another level for real. Hello, my nigga Thoth in here. Hold on. In here as a Tahuti? The ancient one? No. Okay. I'm gonna send out to you. Okay. Ooh, this gonna be a long motherfucker, boy. Ooh, they lucky it's Sunday, nigga. They lucky it's Sunday. Ooh, on Pine Minutes, they lucky it's Sunday. Thoth. Tahuti. Origin Egypt. Thoth is primeval. He is from before creation. In some Egyptian myths, Thoth is the supreme creator. He created himself by speaking his own name. Even when he is not supreme creator, Thoth still does his fair share of creating. Thoth invented writing, gambling, stargazing, engineering, geometry, botany, medicine, mathematics, and magic spells. He is the founder of alchemy and is the author, according to Egyptian myth, of the world's very first book, called the Book of Thoth, a collection of magic spells and rituals, so powerful that it has to be hidden away. Thoth taught veneration of the spirits. He invented rules of sacrifice and composed hymns and prayers. He is credited with writing some of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the Book of Going Forth by Day. Which, I want you to understand, from that first intro, nigga, shout out my niggas, bro. But hey, shout out the ancient. And go on, if y'all go back on the channel, man. And y'all remember how in the ancient room set up, man, I had the Thoth altar set up, bro. The other day I still got it all in the box, the altar and everything. I opened that box, poured out that statue, the energy hit me, nigga. Oh my god, I was like, hey. it's like all the power just came back to me in 1 second. It's like I'll grab it. I got y'all. Let me do 1 second. Nah, good timing actually, because bro came in. The blue on Mercury mirrors the blue oxidation that silver gets, and also a certain magic vegetable that gets the same blue oxidation. Thoth is blue. Sonic is also blue, being a Mercury and Gemini guy. Hey, W Spear Detective. This nigga injured. My nigga's injured. W Spear Detective. That's yes. Spot on. I like the Sonic connection as well. Sonic being the speedster, right? With the blue, I like it. You feel me? But nah, connected to that vegetable with the blue oxidation. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. But and then also peep in the Hermes deity study, it has said that he had became Zeus's messenger. You feel me? Jupiter. You feel me? Jupiter, in my sense, is blue, because when I think about Jupiter, I think Vishnu, and Vishnu being blue. You feel me? But I can see that as well. So yeah, spot on. Excuse me. Back to it though. We were at where were we at? We was at this first section of Thoth, and it was talking about how he was the founder of alchemy, the author of the Book of Thoth. Okay, I'm rereading it real quick. Because it was a thought that came through that I was going to touch on. But this is pretty much all the black moon energy. It's pretty much all the energy outline were pretty much, you feel me? The magic, of course, but what you get is like the stargazing, the gambling, the sciences, the math. This is very much me, but that's more so as I'm a Virgo. I'm more about Mercury. You feel me? It's his nature at that point. But on a deeper level though, understanding Thoth as the OG magician. You feel me? He's the archetypal magician. You feel me? So why work with Thoth? Why work with spirits? He's the first one to go to and answer that question. You go find out. You feel me? Because he's gonna teach you. He's gonna tell you. You feel me? He's gonna teach you the application of the Hermetic laws, right? The application of the various techniques, right? But understanding the practicality of when he says veneration of spirits and what that means. That's simply talking about ancestor work. You feel me? Because the Egyptians, all they were doing practically were worshiping the ancestors. And the way they seen their ancestors or their fellow common man was his fellow natures, fellow gods and goddesses. You feel me? Taking on, going through the afterlife. You feel me? Through their ancient rites, the mummification, taking on the tomb, or like they would die with the Book of the Dead written on their sarcophagus, right? As a guide to the spirit, right? So they took it they took it to the next level. They took it to another stage. They saw beyond just this realm, this world. You niggas hear me? I'm talking that shit. Okay. Man, sure. Hey, W Troll, I damn near need to take some today. Damn near may. But now, so that's why, like on my channel, right? If niggas are seeing this now, or niggas that usually see this, if you go on my channel, go to the playlist, you will find there be a playlist called Magic 101. It literally teaches you all the essentials right in that playlist. You feel me? Through various videos, streams. You feel me? And that was back in the ancient day. You feel me? Like, that's why now I won't sit here and just explain magic to y'all, because I've done it already, and as well my perspective and philosophy in it. You feel me? Which is simply chaos magic. It's universal. You feel me? And basically, once I give you the basic universal framework, right, you can see any magical spell or create any magical spell and use it for your own will. If you want to learn that, go on the Patreon. The ancients taught me. But beyond that, right, in that playlist, the way it develops, right, it starts you with understanding what magic is, but then it takes you to the first thing first is working with the ancestors. It's ancestor work. Then you get into your let me look at the playlist. How do I got it lined up on here? Because I might make a second version, especially with my updated gnosis, because that's more that playlist back then is more so when you're first getting into the journey in general. You feel me? Now though, we're going a little bit deeper. Like this experience I'm gonna tell you about in a little bit, we're going a little bit deeper. Which I did, it is in the playlist. It's in the stream now. Get into that astral magic. There you go. Magic 101 via Ace Maceo. So what? Spirit 101, how to connect and work with the ancestors. The next is understanding dimensions, spiritual communication, intro to divination. Meditation Magic 101, controlling your mind and environment, using sigil magic and art. Yes, that's the one, nigga. What? That's the one. Reading Tarot 101. Oh, I got a lot of shit I need to add to this. That's a lot I need to add to here. Not a lot necessarily, because this is a good foundation, especially when you get to that meditation and magic 101. I think the only thing missing would be more so getting into the altar work. You feel me? But the altar work comes in with Spirit 101, you feel me? Because when you're doing spirit communication, when you're working with the ancestors, the first thing you do is set up the altar, you feel me? Because you're establishing that gateway. So, it's kind of enfolded, hidden in there, but I'll probably have to update one where I incorporate the altar in of itself, then take it into these spells, or the high and low magic aspect of it. Because I've discussed high magic. We're going more toward the lower, you feel me? But then you got the Goetia. The Goetia. But yeah, that's when it's gonna tee up. Let me chill on this rambling though. Thoth is Ra's right hand man. Without Thoth, Isis and her siblings would never have been born. Now, simply, if you understand that from an astrotheological perspective, Ra is the sun, Thoth is Mercury. Isis would be like Venus, and her siblings would have never been born. The planet. Thoth may have taught Osiris the arts of civilization that Osiris then taught to humanity. Thoth, a master magician, taught Isis everything he knew. She is perhaps the only one who surpasses his magical knowledge, although, according to myth, even Isis still needs his assistance and advice once in a while. Understand that Thoth, right? Tahuti, the Mercurian energy. That's OG teach. That's OG teach. Isis, right? Offset. That's Astaroth. You feel me? So this would be, in her sense, her understanding her on a magical level. You feel me? And the magic and the scope she brings, because I was discussing that in the last stream about how in the Goetia they'll have these descriptions, right? But really, various spirits within the Goetia will be a lot more than the description. And you come into that gnosis by developing that relationship with them and learning more about them and so on. For me, as we go on, Thoth is kind, benevolent. Patient, wise, and generous. He is what is considered a cool deity. He calms and soothes in passionate situations. In one legend, only Thoth can safely subdue a rampaging goddess threatening to destroy Earth. He's top P. He's top P. He can stop the chaos. Oh man. As a befitting a shaman, Thoth lives in many realms at once. Of course. But this is why I was saying though that Thoth is a great first spirit to work with. You feel me? As a deity, first deity to work with. It's not about worship. No, it's working with, communicating with, learning with, and being guided by. Because as he's the god of magic, right? But just simply his nature as well. You feel me? He's great. He's great. He serves as the official scribe in the halls of the dead. He rides in the hold on. He travels among the living, teaching his magical skills. He serves as the official scribe in the hall of the dead. He rides in a solar bark beside a Ra, and thus lives in the realm of spirits. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. When I be talking about the layers, right, or the dimensions of reality, right, this is what I mean. Like, it's not like there's a next stage, right, that you're ascending to. No, it's all happening right now. It's all happening at one time. This is shit happening simultaneously, not sequential. You feel me? Linearly. Like, this happens, then this, no. To us, that's how it may look and play out, right? But truly, like, while he travels among the living, he's teaching magical skills. At the same time, on another level, he served as the official scribe in the Hall of the Dead. Then on another layer, he's in the solar bark with Ra. You feel me? And he's doing all this simultaneously. Multi-layers. And as well, I can definitely see the codes on this for myself. I definitely see it, because taking on the mask of various deities, taking on the mask of Thoth, taking on the mask of many spirits, right? Like, I want you to understand on a deeper level, right? Let's take this all the way back to the Matrix. Y'all see the swag, right? Who is Morpheus in the Matrix? Who is he? What deity is him? If Neo is Horus, Trinity is Isis, right? That means Morpheus is Mercury, M-on-M. Morpheus is Thoth. So originally when I did this channel, right? When I originally did this channel, right? The whole concept of it was for it to be the school of Thoth, right? Then it developed into Ace's Temple, and Ace's Temple coded is Auset's Temple. Ace's Auset Temple. But originally was the school of Thoth, and what we were going to do was read through all the Egyptian texts, simply read through all the Egyptian texts and decode them, right, and get that energy and that magic from them. Because just by reading that text, right, saying those words out loud, seeing those hieroglyphs, right, that energy is encoded into you, right, it becomes part of you, right. It's a right of self-empowerment, soul evolution, reawakening it in the memory, not first putting it, no, reawakening the memory. So like even back at that time, one thing I did was every day I would wake up and I would read a page from the Book of the Dead. Put you in a different mental space, different spiritual level. Like you will feel it. If you do this, you will feel it. For me. But yeah, it just but seeing how that has evolved, you feel me? Because now, the way I see it is, it's not just Thoth, you feel me? It's not just Egypt and Kemet, you feel me? It's magic itself, you feel me? It's the occult itself. It's spirituality, the spirits themselves. That's what it's all about. And that's why it's become Ukiyo Temple, because Ukiyo, the floated world, it is the spirit world. This is the temple. This is the grounding of such information, knowledge, and sharing that, building a network of that, you feel me, and expanding it. So that's why this shit is key, essential. All light bringers, all LBA agents, I implore, almost require you work with Thoth. Nigga. Almost require you tap in with bro. You feel me? Like at this point I gotta start creating rituals, start creating rites, paths so y'all can get the energy, tap in, align. Because it's all about synchronization. You should be getting these DNA upgrades. And that's why certain information may not register with some people, because they don't got the upgrades. They don't got the power buffs, the XP. Do you want this XP? Do you want this attunement? Understand it's like music. How water affects music. Music affects water. It gets it into the pattern, it synchronizes it. Magic is all about getting into a frequency in alignment with the will. That with which you intend with. If you desire to align with a deity, your ritual, your altar is aligned to correspond with the deity. If you're trying to manifest wealth, your altar and such will be correspond to manifest and provoke that provoke that energy, and so on and so forth. Simple. So here, as we take on this mask of Thoth, this mask of Morpheus, right? Here we shall bring you the magical seals, bring you the gnosis, so that you too can take on this power, take on your agency. The English name Thoth is based on the Greek pronunciation of the Egyptian word Tehuti. His name is related to the Egyptian word indicating the moon, measure, ibis, or crystal. The Greeks identified Thoth with Hermes and Hermes Trismegistus. Neil Gaiman's novel American Gods, Mr. Ibis runs a funeral parlor with his partner, Mr. Jaquel. Okay. Understand the funeral parlor. I understand that. I definitely get that. Because the psychopomp. I get that. But I was thinking of Morpheus from the Sandman. That's some Thoth. That's some Thoth coded. The Sandman, Morpheus? No, that's some Thoth shit. Favorite people: scribes, secretaries, magicians, shamans, sorcerers, witches, alchemists, occultists, and librarians. In his guise as patron of scribes, Thoth has an ibis's head. As a master magician, he manifests as a baboon. Although ibis and a baboon are his most common forms, Thoth is a master shapeshifter. He could be anything or anyone. That's that Mercurian, that trickster. And that's truly the nature of the soul, I want y'all to understand. The true nature of God, you feel me? Because if we are in the previous model, if God is all one, right? And we are all God experience itself, right? That is that, literally. For you to take away your ego and be able to take on any mask, you feel me? To die as one life and take on another, you feel me? That is that, you feel me? But that is what I was talking about earlier with the decoding the self, right? And then becoming the agent, you feel me? Tapping on the Patreon, man. Tapping on the Patreon. In this guise, I already read that. Attribute: ink pot, palette, ankh, scepter, consorts, Mayat, and Sechet are identified as Thoth's wives. Ooh, Sechet, I ain't heard that one in a minute. Sechet? Ooh. I ain't heard that one in some time. Definitely gotta lock back in, man. Spirit allies: Hathor, Mayat, Isis, Sechet, planet, the moon. And see, that's where we get into the Kansu, as well as that Moon Knight, that Marvel Moon Knight. If you want to talk about a good watch, nigga, really get into the energy. Hey, that Moon Knight got it. And hey, he got it. That was coded, bro. They was really showing y'all divine in the flesh in that motherfucker, for real. But Kansu, that's dealing with the what was they playing, like a chess game or a dice game? And like the year used to be 360 days, but because one of them lost, they had to give the extra 5 days. Top of war. I was like, hey, y'all got it. Days. Thoth rules the equinoxes. Interesting. That's all the solstices. So June 21st, September 21st, 22nd, December 21st, is that April 21st? April or March 21st? Spring equinox? I think that's March 21st. March 21st, spring equinox, yeah. Okay, so I see it. Bird, ibis, animal, baboon. I definitely get it. It's just the bird energy being able to go from land to the sky. That's simply going between realms. That's what that symbology is. Having that bird's eye view. Being able to create that nest. Colored white. Sacred sites. His primary shrine was in Kamenu, named Hermopolis by the Greeks. He also had a important shrine in the holy city Abydos, as well as others throughout Egypt. Oh man, I'm getting hot. I know I got this turtleneck on, but goddamn. Shit. Nigga. But nah, that's that raw energy now coming through. I can feel the sun. Nah, niggas just hot. But nah. So yeah, man. That's thoughts. I pretty much gave y'all the rundown, the essentials. Definitely tap in with bro. Tap in with that. Tap in with that playlist. Tap in with the Patreon. Become a free member or paid member. We're giving y'all the magic essentials, man. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. Turn on the notifications. Tap in, dive in. There's a party on Saturday, man. This is the party, niggas. This is the party, nigga. One room of it, nigga. Shit, I made a song, nigga. I said I was reading books in the club. Hentai hoes all around me in the club. Hentai hoes all around me. I'm sitting here reading my books. Ain't that some shit? But let me open up to this. Bro, it's only when I start reading, bruh, and start getting these spirits out, do I start getting hot as shit, bruh. Because, bro, this is... The ancient sprite shall do it. The killer sprite. Nigga, I'm just scrolling through this motherfucker. Where's this nigga at? ABC just. Hey, nah, niggas might have it though. I think I see what's going on. I think I see what's going on. Yeah, cause we was finna get into it, boy. When I tell you we was finna get into it, nigga, we was finna get into it. But I think they saying wait. I think the niggas are saying wait though, man. It's 138. But nah, we pretty much covered everything though. Here's what we got coming up in July. Shit. But nah, we got Sun will be conjuncting Jupiter in the second half of the month. And see this thing, bro. The thing in the astrology space, man. So many things. Like I've heard, like the beginning of the month is gonna be crazy, but the second half of the month is gonna be crazy as well. You feel me? Sun conjunct Mercury. But see, yeah, second half of the month looks cool. second half of the month is actually cool. Okay. It's just so many. Oh, that's what it was. That bare bolts basket. That's what they called it. Some shit coming through called bare bolts basket. It's pretty much supposed to be going into a new age, apparently. We shall see. So I've been telling y'all all year. Shit, it's a 1 year. It's that time. But just for the astrology to be confirmed, hey, see. But now make sure y'all tap in, niggas. Tap in with the Patreon. If you want to get a reading, divination, consultation, astrology, tap in. At Ukiyo Temple, at Ace Maceo. I'm gonna get my email right soon. But I'm definitely winded though. I'm out of here though, niggas. As y'all can probably hear it. I'm maxed out. But nah, man. Appreciate y'all watching this, being here with me. Going through this retrograde, through this gnosis. Until next time, niggas. See.